Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Trigonometry. The lessons we're going to cover today are solve a right triangle, law of sines, and law of cosines. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 10 math. We're going to start with the chapter trigonometry. The lesson we're going to start with is solve a right triangle. Let's just start with the lesson. Solve the right triangle. So you are given that is a 90, 60 and 30 triangle. You are given one of the side and two of the angles. So you need to calculate sine 30. Sine 30 is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So that is QS divided by 16 square root 43. So when you solve, that is 8 square root 43. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, solve the triangle. You need to find all the missing values, right? So the one of the angle is 90, 45. So the third angle is also 45. That is 45. Now you need to find the VW and UW. So let's just start with the sine 45, right? Sine 45 equals VW divided by 15 square root 2, right? So VW equals sine 45 times 15 square root 2. So sine 45 equals sine 45 is equal to 1 divided by square root 2, right? Sine 45 is 1 divided by square root 2 times 15 divided by square root 2 square root 2 square root 2 cancel out. So VW equals 15. That means VW equals 15. Now you can find the third side by using the Pythagorean theorem, right? The Pythagorean theorem is c square equals a square plus b square. C is 15 square root 2 and a is 15. So you can calculate b square equals c square minus a square. C square is 15 square root 2 square and minus 15 square. So 15 times 15 is 225. 225 times 2 is 450 minus 225 equals b square. So b square is 225 and when you calculate square root both sides b equals 15. So that means the missing side length is also 15. VW is 15, UW is 15 and the missing angle is 45 degrees. Option number 1 is the correct option. The side lengths are 15, 15 and 45 degrees. Okay, the next one is solve the right triangle. So you have to solve the right triangle. So let's just see how do we solve. Okay, so the third angle is 190, 60. The third angle is 60 degrees, right? Start with sine 30 degrees. That is QS divided by 16 square root 43. So QS equals sine 30. Hold on. Sine 30 times 16 square root 43. So sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 30 equals 1 by 2. 1 by 2 times 16 square root 43. So QS equals 8 square root 43. Okay, so now you need to find the side lengths, the other side length, right? We have the angle, you need to find the other side length. So you can use the Pythagorean theorem. that is c square equals a square plus b square. C is the hypotenuse that is given. So you need to calculate c square minus b square equals a square. So 16 square root 43 square plus 8 square root 43 square. You need to calculate a square, right? So let's just do the calculations. 16 times 16 is 256 times 43. That is 11008 plus no dot, that is not adding, that is subtracting. Subtract 64 times 43, that is 2752 equals a square. Now 11,008 minus 2,752, that is 8,256 equals a square. So let's just calculate the square root. Square root 8 square root 8,256. 8,256. That is 8 square root, that is 8 square root 129. So that means A is 8 square root 129. So which is the correct option? That is option number 2. 8 square root 43, 8 square root 129 and 60. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 8 square root 43, 8 square root 129 and 69. Solve the right triangle. Sine 30 equals Ig divided by 10 square root 26. Ig equals sine 30 times 10 square root 26. Sine 30 equals 1 by 2. So Ig equals 5 square root 26. That is 5 square root 26. Now you need to find the IH. That is c square equals a square plus b square. B square equals c square minus a square. 10 square root 26 square minus 5 square root 26 square. You need to calculate the b now. 100 times 26 is 2600, and then 25 times 26 is 650 equals b square. 2600 minus 650 is 1950 equals b square. You need to calculate b. That is 5 square root 78. So b equals 5 square root 78. Ig equals 5 square root 26. So the correct option is option number 2. That is option number 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 5 square root 26, 5 square root 78, and 60. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is law of sines. Find t. Now we are going to use the sign of law of sine. So how do we use the law of sine? You are given two of the angles and one of the side length. You need to find two of the side lengths. When you are given one of the side length, at least you can use the law of sine. That is t divided by sine t and u divided by sine u. Just put up the values and calculate the t. Let's just start with the test questions. Find q. The side length r is given. That is r divided by sine r and q divided by sine q. So Q is equal to R times sine Q divided by sine R. Now just put the values. Hold on. This is P. So that is P. Sorry. P divided by sine P is equal to Q divided by sine Q. You need to calculate the side length Q. So that would be P times sine Q over sine P. Now let's just put up the values, right? P is 5 times sine Q is 143 divided by sine P is 13. Now I'm going to calculate the values, right? So sine 143 is sine sine 143 equals 0.601 times 5, that is 3.009 divided by sine 13. So sine 13 is 0.224. So 3.009 divided by 0.224, that is 13.4. So that side length Q equals 13.4. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 13.4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find T. You need to calculate the side length T. T divided by sine T equals, and V divided by sine V. So T equals V times sine T divided by sine V. 12 times sine 16 divided by sine 66. That is sine 16 times 12, that is Sine 16, that is 0.2756. 0.2756 times 12, that is 3.30 divided by sine 66, that is 0.913. So 3.30 divided by 0.913, that is 3.6. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1, that is 3.6. Find f. E divided by sine E equals f divided by sine f. F equals E times sine f divided by sine E. 5 times sine 80 divided by sine 33. Sine 80, that is 0.9848 times 5, that is 4.9. And then sine 33, that is 0.54. So just divide 4.9 divided by 0.54, that is 9.0. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is law of cosine. Find Q. Q square equals R square plus S square minus 2RS cos Q. Let's just start with the test questions. Find P. You need to find P. So then you have to use the cosine law, that is P square equals Q square plus R square minus minus 2QR and cos B. Q is 6 square plus R square is 9 square minus 2 times 6 times 9 cos 137. 36 plus 81 minus cos 130. Cos 137 is negative 0.731. Negative 0.731 times 9 times 6 times 2. That is plus 78.94. So 36 plus 81 plus 78.94, that is 195.94. So just calculate the square root. Square root 195.94. That is 14. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 14. Find F. That is F square equals G square plus H square minus 2GH cos F. 14 square plus 10 square minus 2 times 14 times 10 cos F is 38 degrees. So 14 square is 196 plus 100 minus cos 38 is 0.7880. So 0.7880 times 10 times 14 times 2, that is 220.64. So 196 plus 100, that is 296. 296 minus 220.64, that is 75. Square root 75.36 is 8.7. 8.7. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 8.7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find G, which is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Okay, so we were working on grade 10 math. Chapter we were working on is trigonometry. The lessons we have covered today are solve a right triangle, of sine and law of cosines. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.